Welcome back to MoAre4. We are now in the quarterfinals, and I'm sad to say I'm pretty sure I won't be able to cast all the games before MoAre5 starts, because this is going to be 1st of January 2018. But let's go into the first quarterfinal between Edie and MbL. We have random switch in the first two games, then a MoAre4, and then losing player picks Civilizations and switch. I think the last two are team random. We have Turks for Edie against Celts for MbL, and Edie is going two monasteries actually. My opinion, Turks should be better here because their rush is just very strong, and going to monasteries, something Edie that Edie is not doing, interestingly enough, but he can go aggressive here, of course, and their Imperial Age is just very strong, in early Imperial Age especially. Celts do need a lot of time. Edie got 3 golds in one screen, but he should be alright. I don't think MbL is going to rush here. Main stone, sorry, alright. Second stone, just in front of the walls, and there is a stone in the back here. 2 extra golds on the left-hand side. I'm not even going for the relics right now. You can see Edie picking 1, there's 2, 3, 4, somewhere here, yeah, actually inside MbL space. Don't know where number 5 is. But MbL, let's check his map. It's actually pretty good. He's got second gold safe in the back. A little bit of space, not too much. Main gold safe in the back, main stone safe in the back. The third gold inside, even relic inside as we just saw. And even the second stone is inside. But of course, Edie is starting to push here, going smash. Siege and Monks going for a ram here to open the walls, and then the mangonels behind makes a lot of sense. Doing wheelbarrow, and there's a quick castle coming up for MbL to defend his main TC. It's easy to wall here actually, still not walled. I think MbL could have considered some walls here because he knew Edie was going to be aggressive. Wheelbarrow coming in from MbL as well. He's on 3 TCs as expected actually. Usually you want to go 4 TCs with Celts, at least that's what I'm used to. Let's see, maybe MbL is going to stay on 3 or has to stay on 3 because Edie, as you can see, really aggressive, starting to take down that monastery. I think the monastery is going down faster than the ram attacking it, and this market being converted, so Edie got redemption actually, and he's got a lot of monks on the fields. The thing is, Edie, thinking about Imperial Age maybe, he's got a lot of gold in the banks, he's using a lot of villagers to take gold, and he's got those 2 golds available. I think he's going for the third one later on. He should maybe, as long as he can. And we also can see bought a little bit of food, and he is about to click up to Imperial Age. Second castle coming up here from MbL, but nope, not happening. Market coming up here in the back, and Edie got enough stone for a castle, which he's putting outside the walls. MbL got enough stone for the castle, as we can see, putting in a little bit safer location, and to make sure that Edie cannot attack that second gold, at least. Handcard on the way for MbL. He's 67 villagers. I'm casting really fast here because we are going to see a lot of games actually in all those sets. I think there is no 4-0 in any of the sets, or maybe like 5-0 in the best of 9. And Edie on the way up to Imperial Age. Let's go to 75 speed then maybe, and see what Eddie's planning to do, because right now Edie has done a standard push here with monks, with siege. Wasn't able to really go in, but he was able to deny one of the castles, and MbL has a hard time to really go and boom up. He's clicked up as well now, but of course Edie will be earlier up, and he has the castle. Janissary is coming out, should go for a bombard cannon or trebuchet. I guess he cannot afford both yet. Now the bombard cannon coming up as well. Archer range to get hand cannoneers. 3 monasteries, I guess, with all the relics inside. 1, 2, 1. Did he pick that one from MbL? I don't see relic number 5 left inside. Edie cannot see it. Not a big problem, let's be honest. And the first trebuchet about to attack the castle. 1 more on the way, 1 more bombard cannon maybe on the way. Not yet for Edie, but almost. And this castle is about to go down, I'm pretty sure. So the Janissaries and monks will make sure that MbL cannot go for Vote Raiders really, or cannot do a lot of damage with the Vote Raiders. Those might be able to take down 1 trebuchet, but then they're all going to be converted or dead, because hand cannoneers, Janissaries and monks, really deadly combination here. Imperial Age almost done. We're going to see archer ranges here for MbL. Not sure about that choice. Maybe elite skirmishers to counter those hand cannoneers could be an option, but I don't think we are going to see a lot of elite skirmishers here, because Edie seems to be pretty strong in this game right now, using all the advantages of the Turks. Castle going down here. Ballistics on the way for MbL as well. He is going for skirmishers. He's clicked the elite skirmisher upgrade. That other cast is not even producing a trebuchet, probably not worth it. And now the TC is going next. 2 bombard cannons, 2 traps, and a forward castle for Edie. Close to the the other one, so he's playing a little bit safe here, but it's alright. And MbL doesn't really have a lot of space here, using all the last space he has in the back base. The castle about to go down. He's housed on 90, and that's deadly. Lost the castle, lost the population space, and right now Edie is in full control. And I think if I was MbL, I wouldn't wait too long to call it GG. He knows he's going to be Turks against Celts in the next game, so he's going to try, of course. It makes sense. We're in a quarterfinal of a big tournament, but doesn't look good for MbL. Coming back from hell is not easy, and losing another castle won't make it easier. Not even a trebuchet coming out, because look at this, a lot of villages repairing, but no chance. There are armor chemistry. Now we are only going to see elite skirmishes, quite a lot of them, but not too many. And there's a mangonel already. There's so many monks that the hand cannoneers may even get healed, and Edie can just decide where I'm going to attack. 75 villages, so Edie probably on 2 TCs, actually 3 in the meantime. So Edie, compared to Master Arena 3, I think just right now what he's playing, he has learned to go into TCs in a good time in the game, sending a monk to get a little bit of information on the map here. Let's check actually, what can Edie see? He should be able to see the gold. Yes, he's concentrating on the top side. He knows on the left there is still economy, but splitting your army might not be the best decision. Hussars, of course, on the field, because free upgrades, so why not? And against elite skirmishes, they're going to be very good even without upgrades. There's +1 at least, and I think bloodlines even. So for now, TC going down, Edie can just walk in, use the monks to heal those hand cannoneers, and I think maybe he should try and convert a few elite skirmishes. MbL microing his ass off, but now calling GG, he knows no chance whatsoever, and he also knows how to play this against Edie with the switched civilizations. Let's go there right now. So let's see how MbL is going to try and return the favor. He's on his main stone, 5 villagers, got a second stone close. He's got the main gold, somewhat side-ish, back-ish, doesn't really matter. There's 3 golds on the screen. Really important to see 2 of Edie's forward golds here and 1 forward gold for MbL. We have 4 relics in this screen, 1, 2, 3, 4, which doesn't really matter. 1 inside Edie's base. Edie got the main stone forward, second stone outside forward, and that means only the main gold for Edie safe in the back. This map is really not looking too good. He's on stone with 5 villages as well. He's going to put up a castle, I guess, on the right-hand side, or maybe on the main stone, on the main gold on the right. I don't know, his base, his map is really wide, which is not good. I guess he had to open a stone wall here, I don't know why. I thought the deer were inside. Monastery is up, and let's see, where is Edie going to put the castle? Yes, it's coming up in front. He's going to try and go for the relics. Is he going for TCs? Not for now, but he's staying on stone with 4 villages at this point. MbL going with the castle inside his base, but on the forward corner. So he's going to cover 2 of these golds, more or less. Edie, in the meantime, collecting relics. And I think MbL should have quite a few farms here. That's like 8, 9, 10 coming up. And he's also staying on stone. That means we are going to see Janissary and an aggressive play here. No monastery by MbL yet, instead going for more and more farms to have the food that is necessary. Edie was trying to seal that relic. He's not going to be able to succeed, and he has to run away with the monk. I think this monk should die, because double hit, and there we go. Not lucky for Edie, no conversion. Now the monastery is up here, and MbL also going for a few of those relics. Can Edie take this one? He should be able to. Starting to convert. He's got 1 Janissary here, looking good for him. He could even heal it up, and he's collecting another relic. But MbL, with a better army, of course, those Janissaries are just really strong and really dangerous. Edie walling a little bit, I like this. This is a good idea. And he's going for 1, 2, 3 monks right now. More walls, double walls coming in. Edie knows MbL is going aggressive, so I need to make sure that my economy will stay safe for the time being. Maybe it would have been an option to go like outside, where there's no extra resources actually, and build a few TCs there to say, yeah, I have an eco going, you won't be able to find it, or not easy. But it's really dangerous at the same time, because if it's spotted, then we know what's going to happen. So for now, Edie with 1 TC actually, interesting. And a siege workshop coming up here on the left-hand side, probably for some mangonels here. Yep, mangonel on the way. We have Edie on the way up to Imperial Age, and this is really interesting. Almost didn't spot that, because I think Edie wants to get rid of that forward castle here. MbL at the same time saying, yeah, I want to go in, I'm using a petard. Actually, that was 2 probably, or maybe 1, and Janissaries. Now that mangonel went down really fast. Another mangonel, can Edie keep it? He's going for another siege workshop behind that, but those Janissaries are just really strong, and their range is big enough to actually attack these villagers. Now Edie should be able to get that up. And he is almost up to Imp. Nope, 2 villagers going down. The last villager here, 2 more. There we go. Siege workshop is up. MbL recognizing, okay, what is Edie doing? He's up to Imp. I'm expecting trebuchets here. Edie is going for no traps yet. And that's probably because MbL just went in through that wall. And now those villagers have to run away. And Edie has to build up a quick town center on the main goal. But there we go. Eddie saying, no, I let you in. That was a big mistake. I can't go for trebuchets now. I don't have army. I'm pretty much GG on 32 villages against 51. So MbL with a quick game here, short rush distance, which favors the Turks even more. And we are going to see a MoAre4 in game number 3. I wanted to start this game in late feudal age, but then I saw this. Edie about to steal 4 sheep from MbL. A really big lamer boy here. Interesting to see. MbL did not spot this. And at the same time, there's 2 more sheep on the field that Edie didn't find yet. 4 deer outside here for Edie. We're going into the maps a little bit later. Now MbL saying, yep, give me my sheep. I like them. It's your sheep, but I'm taking. And Edie actually getting those 2 sheep back. MbL saying, no, I want to try and get those. And we are going to see a scout fight. But Edie won't care his eagle going down, because with 6 sheep, that's +4, he's gonna be fine. And now he's running back to make sure that he may be able to get some deer in, to make sure he can still go for scouting. Look at this beautiful lame here, +4 sheep for Edie, that's -4 for MbL versus deer. Let's check MbL's map first now, because I want to see, can he compensate? He's got 4 deer outside, he should be able to lure them in. He should be fine actually, being Mayans, it's not the biggest problem. But he should also take this deer maybe. Getting the boar in, nice and early, nice and safe. So let's go for the map here. Nice lane. We have 1 relic inside from MbL, 1 really close. Extra berries, doesn't really matter. 1 relic in front of his base, not too far away. Main gold forward, not too nice. And the 3rd gold outside, a 2nd stone outside. But we have 1 extra stone, 2 extra golds inside, and MbL is not going to scout this. Why not? You are missing on so much. This may be so important. Main stone safe in the back at least, that's something. But the map from MbL, except for those extra resources, it's really not looking too promising. Not too bad either maybe. But when we go to Eddie's map and can see the 2nd stone, 2nd gold and 3rd gold safe in the back, then even the main gold not forward but on the side. Then we can say Edie got a better map here. The main stone forward, it's not a big problem. 1 relic inside as well. That means we're missing 1 on the left-hand side, which Edie did find, which MbL did not find yet. He can see 3 of them. Edie can see 1, 2, 3 as well. So we might see a fight for the middle one. But we expect to see plumed archers. Let's see if we're going to see meta change or to experience a meta change. But MbL going on stone there, and Edie not on stone yet. No, I'm wrong. 3 villagers on stone. Let's speed up a little bit. Don't think we're going to see anything special. We are not going to see a lot of farms here from Edie, because why would he go for that? He's got so many sheep. He's got like, that's 90 per sheep, but for Mayans probably like 110 maybe. That's 400 food free. And we are in feudal age. We're going to see a blacksmith on the market come up from Edie. We are going to see the same thing from MbL, I expect at least. Open the 2nd piece of wall to get the deer in. I guess they went QQ a little bit. That's how Mamburg and Junior both maybe would say it. Market, where's the blacksmith? I don't see it yet. No, there it is. And Edie on the way to Castle Age. MbL now with 5 villagers on stone, 330 in the bank. 470 for Edie. Looks like his build order was a little bit better, but yeah, +4 sheep may help, or -4 sheep. And Edie didn't even find his last sheep, or didn't take it yet. There we go. Horse collar on the way, and Edie also can see his extra resources, I guess. There we go, everything fine. Let's wait for Castle Age, and I think Edie with that big lane, he and the map actually, he's the favorite to win this in my opinion right now. I'm not sure how much Mayans experience MbL got, but I think Edie should have a good plan of how to play them. Of course, MbL has shown a really strong performance in Master Arena 3, went farther than Edie, and he is a really tough opponent in Arena. I hope he's going to play good in Master Arena 5. Did he sign up yet? Not too sure. I hope he did, but I didn't check the list. Monastery coming up from 80 and 652 stone. That means Castle coming up in front of the main stone. Both on the way, nothing special yet for MbL. Let's see, he's getting a TC on the woodline and the main gold. I like the spot. He's not going for a castle immediately, instead of Siege Workshop coming up. And then an outside TC on that 3rd gold and the woodline. Interesting. Didn't expect that. Could use a last deer maybe. Is he going for a monastery yet? No. MbL saying I was lame, but need to change the meta a little bit. But is that going to work here? And now Monk picking up the first relic. This Eagle Warrior is on low HP, 6 only, so he cannot really take this fight. Eddie's Eagle Warrior probably was healed. There's a MbL now out, and Eddie has spotted this TC immediately, so he knows where to pressure. He could go for a Siege Workshop of his own and start to attack this TC, while MbL is on the 3 TC mini boom and probably still thinking about a castle, 568 stone in the bank. Eddie, a lot of gold, but now going for the third TC as well, actually. Second TC on the main gold on the wood line. I like this spot. Third TC on the wood line. I think you always want to have TCs on wood, because otherwise you are going to struggle at some point in the game. It's not easy to balance your economy when you don't have TCs on the wood lines. And now we do see that Siege Workshop coming up in a semi-forward position, but 3 MbLs attacking there, and that means the Siege Workshop is pretty down already. 1 MbL is going to come out from Edie, and then we're going to see small fights. Nice split there from MbL, nice attack round shots, but Edie losing his first MbL, and there's 4 on the field here from MbL. Also with the castle coming up with a second gold. Sorry, the third gold. This is going to be interesting. Bloomed Archers are really not going to be too strong against those MbLs, and they have to go back immediately. 4 range only, no fletching, no nothing. And that means MbL looking good right now. Even the score lead. Can he get a good shot on the Bloomed Archers? Beautiful! 5 of them going down immediately. Gold mining on the way from Edie. Villager-wise, Edie 3 ahead. So both players on that mini boom right now. And I guess Laming cost MbL a little bit of time. Now 1 for 1 in the MbLs, so that means MbL still ahead. And Edie, is he going for more Plumed Archers? No, 9 against 9 military units. I think they are about to prepare for Imperial Age. There's 2 MbLs now for Edie, but also a few Plumed Archers, and now 3 big MbL fights happening here. 1 going down fast, I guess that was on low HP. We have Edie selling 1k5 wood, clicking up to Imperial Age now. Yes, almost. MbL is up, Edie a little bit behind, but only a few seconds, shouldn't make the big difference. MbL now going for the second castle, while Edie, do we have a second castle for Edie somewhere? No, only 1, and none coming up. Interesting to see. Is Edie switching into Eagle Warriors maybe? Would love to see this, but it's pretty unlikely. Small MbL fights, 1 for 1 again. Relic wise, who got more relics? Edie got 3 of them. I guess that makes sense, because MbL didn't go for any. He just skipped the monasteries here. And we have now a few Plumed Archers again for Edie. No fletching yet. Boatkin are on the way from MbL. What is Edie going to do? Are you preparing barracks somewhere? Don't see them. This could be interesting. Onager on the way, maybe. That's an option here. And Onager against Plumed Archers, we know this is going to end. And maybe switch into Eagle Warriors later on. Brace on the way from MbL immediately. There's the Onager upgrade from Edie. Is he going for Trebuchet? Yes, at least that. And he's got enough stone for a second castle, or is about to have. Not yet. And MbL is still going for Plumed Archers. There's 2 Trebuchets out now in a very defensive position. He knows he cannot really attack this castle because there's too many MbLs on the field. And Eddie's saying, yeah, MbL went for MbLs, I can do that shit too. And he's going into Onagers. MbL is the first to go Elite Eagle Warrior, which is interesting to me. It needs to go back here, 11 range. And MbL for now, a pretty secure location. Eagle Warrior is looking fine. He still has not found that back base, which is really going to hurt him eventually, unless he can take this from now on. 3 castles on the right hand side, and Eddie is about to take the first one down with 2 trebuchets, 3 trebuchets actually. A house coming up, probably as a little bit of a blockader here. 2, 3 defensive traps, but there's the Onager moving forward, and MbL immediately attacking this Onager. Makes a lot of sense. Now defending, attacking, counter-attacking the traps. Eddie sending villagers to repair, but this castle is about to go down. There's Elite Eagle Warriors coming in, but only 4 Pierce armor, so plus nothing here. They will die really fast, and Plumed Archer only +2, but still. Chemistry on the way here, scaling on ballistics, everybody upgrading their units. But the first castle went down for MbL, and that's a big loss actually. Ooh, go away Eddie, you're in range of those trebuchets. That's dangerous for your own traps that are packed here. More Elite Eagle Warriors moving in, 4+1 now, but the Plumed Archers are gonna be able to take them down pretty fast. 2 Onagers, 3 Onagers dying actually. Not a bad trade in my opinion. And these traps still packed, now unpacking, and we're going to see a little bit of a trap fight. Mayans Plumed Archers, no elite yet. 5+4 now from Edie, 5+3 only from MbL, because he's doing more upgrades on those Elite Eagle Warriors. And Edie apparently staying on Plumed Archers from 2 TCs and Siege, which is a really interesting combination. We're not going to see any Siege Rams, at least not early on, because for MbL they're not going to be good against the Onagers. Onagers, I think, too strong here on Arena, and Edie doesn't really need Siege Rams right now. Squire is thumbering. We are on 112 against 109 villagers, and I think MbL still didn't find the back base. Edie, in the meantime, going for his 3rd gold now. It makes a lot of sense to go there, split your economy a little bit, and make sure that your villagers aren't going to be idle once the gold is gone. Now, more Elite Eagle Warriors moving in. One more Onager may go down, but no, not happening, and the Plumed Archers need to go back here, because against the Onagers you can't really fight this. Edie going for the Elite Plumed Archer now, a very, very good upgrade, and I think with 2nd castle from MbL going down, and he has to play Elite Eagle Warriors now. I think Edie should have the advantage. He should be able to go for castle number 3 very soon. He has 2 castles right now against only 1 from MbL, so we know MbL cannot stay on Plumed Archers, cannot really go for Elite Plumed. And there are still the Onagers, there are still the Trebuchets hitting those castles, and I think MbL is in a really tough position right now. He's doing Onagers of his own, but he may be too late. He is still secure on gold. He's got that main gold. Where's the 2nd gold? Where was that? Oh, on left hand side. Did I even show that? Not too sure, but it's also outside. We only saw the back resources here. And Edie now making progress, moving forward. It's not going to be easy to come back here for MbL. He's got Onagers of his own now, but I don't think there's too many. Edie looking good on the gold. Gonna have stone for another castle. And there is 1 Onager and +1 on those siege workshops, but those going down pretty fast here. This TC is going down with 400 gold remaining. Not the biggest problem maybe, but the villagers have to relocate, and MbL has to spend a little bit of time. Castle coming up to defend the rest of the main gold, but there's the trebuchets from Edie. A little bit of Onager micro here actually. Good job for MbL, almost. Now 1 Onager going down for... Ooh, that's 2 for nothing. Strong by Edie, look at this micro, and he's still got Onagers, he's still got the Plumed Archers behind that actually, and the castle going down fast. So this looks like a victory here for Edie. He's in the score lead now by a lot. He is still not attacking. MbL finally found the extra gold, extra stone, but I don't think it really matters, because this game was pre-decided in Dark Age when Edie was able to lane 4 sheep. MbL missed his sheep actually. That's a little bit of bad luck maybe. I think in this game like 2 restarts, 2 admin res, if I'm correct. Siege Ram coming in from Edie now, because why not? He can afford it, so he doesn't really need the food that he's getting. I can invest into Siege Rams, I can steamroll my opponent. Siege workshops coming up for MbL fast, but I don't see a way to stop the 71 military units right now. Siege Rams, Onagers, trebuchets moving forward. Elite Plumed Archers fully upgraded except for the defensive upgrades, but who cares? And Edie is floating gold, so he's gonna be fine for a long time here. Siege Rams will go down fast, but the Siege Workshop is about to go down as well. And we are... I think we're going to see MbL resign really soon. Let me speed up that a little bit, because I don't see any easy way to come back, and as long as MbL will be above 100 population, he may not resign, but it doesn't really look too good for him. Now, those siege rams are going to take a lot of arrow fire from those plumed archers. They will go down really fast. MbL under 50 military units, a few plumed archers on the right hand side raiding. Very good chopping from Edie. Didn't see this, but it doesn't really matter, because Edie now even taking this gold, the rest of us getting barracks up. Squire's thumb ring. What is it going for? Are we going to see Elite Eagle Warrior from Edie as well? He can afford to do it, it's not a big problem. And Eldorado coming in, so we are going to see Elite Eagles. In the end, Edie is going to prove to MbL that this game is over by going into the gold-heavy units here, or the relatively gold-heavy units. Eldorado also for MbL, interestingly enough, but Edie is still with a lot of resources, while MbL is pretty much down under 80 villages only, and he is getting dangerously close to that magic 100 number, which I think is a very good indicator of when the game is over. Now Elite Eagle Warriors moving out to take the Onagers, but it's not really about the Onagers anymore, because Edie doesn't really need them. He can go for Plumed Archers and Elite Eagle Warriors. He's not going to face Plumed Archers now, and the Siege Rams moving in, the Elite Plumed Archers is going to follow, and Edie is creating Elite Eagle Warriors, I guess. Let's look at those barracks. He's housed on 200, while MbL 110. Really not looking good, and I think Edie playing patient, but he could go in now. He could just attack that big group of Elite Eagle Warriors and be done with this game. Maybe he's enjoying that, I can imagine. And of course he's still concentrated, and MbL saying, nope, this is not over yet. I'm still not very down, but only a little, and Edie is still not going in. Trebuchet is now attacking those houses. Ooh, getting MbL house, that would be funny, but I think it's going to happen. And there's a few Onagers as well. Maybe with a few good shots, getting those Elite Plumed Archers down. MbL could change the game, but now he's moving out with Elite Eagle Warriors, and this may be a mistake because Elite Plumed Archers are in the back here, and Onagers going down, but now the Elite Eagle Warriors from Edie moving in. Missing the +4, but it's coming in right now, so he's gonna go for those Onagers, and now MbL knows, yeah, Edie got 100 HP, Elite Eagle Warriors, I can resign this game. Hope you enjoyed the first three games. I'm going to stop the set here and bring you in the second part in the next video, so see ya there, and GG for now.